What about when you called me and said, do you want to do a wife swap?
Oh my God, did that happen?
I'll open it, I said that.
You want the trash, I got it all for you. Let's rehash the maths together.
Hello, I'm Wilko and welcome to Rehashed. We're about to get into another episode, Married at First Sight Australia. It is season 12. Before we get there, thank you to everybody who supports the channel, and you can do that by donating, but you can also go to Instagram and TikTok and follow your boy, because what is that? Never do that again. Follow your I don't know what to do with my hands. Make sure you follow me because it really does help get things like sponsors for the channel, and that's all I know right now. I'm just making this up as I go along. And to everybody who freaks out when the wig is missing, don't worry. The wig's only missing because I'm off doing something with it. Oh, holy shit, that sounds bad. I mean, it's getting used. It doesn't matter what I say now. Anyway, the wig is back. You're welcome. I don't really want to muck around because there is a lot for us to get to in this episode. Let's start with the infamous promo that Adrian wasn't allowed to be in. Oh, poor Adrian. You don't see it from his point of view. For years, he has had to share the spotlight with his twin brother, and they look exactly the same, bar some arm tats, and all he wanted to do was be in the promo. That's all he wanted to do, and everybody else got to be in the promo but him. Well, not everybody, but in his mind, everybody else, and he's mad about it.
Oh, look at them all. Here they are. A bunch of guys ready to get Insta followers. This season, maybe one, possibly two, won't end up being a douchebag.
I also realized that international followers of this channel, the international Sweet Baby Angels, maybe Rehashed Brown, maybe a sasshole, however you want to identify is on you. I realized that they wouldn't know when I put on that voice who I'm mimicking. It's a guy called Steve Britton, and he's the voice of Channel 9. One of them anyway. Paul Pidioni's another one who's an excellent guy. And I worked with Brito some years ago when I was one of the voices for these networks, and we worked in the same building, and he's terrifying. He is terrifying. And not only because he sounds like this. No, that's not. He rides bikes and has a ponytail. He's terrifying. So next time you hear a Married at First Sight promo, firstly, think about Adrian. And secondly, think about Steve Britton just in a little padded room by himself, just going like this. Will they find love? And it's such a shame that people overseas don't get that, because he sounds so terrifying. It just doesn't make any sense that he's talking about love. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, the same guy who does the Married at First promo also tries to like flog off furniture, like expensive furniture. Nick Scarley. Voiceovers, what a weird job. He says sitting in a small room with a camera and an internet connection. All right, I've mucked around too much. I said that it was a big episode and I've just been ranting about voiceover artists. Anyway, we were left on a cliffhanger. Adrian didn't want to come back to the Love Lab Rat Maze, the Sky Suites, because he wasn't in the promo. And now AWHINA is going through the receipts.
All good, enjoy the rest of your experience. I'm at dinner with Tony at the moment. And then he wrote, by the way.
Wait, before the by the way, can we zoom in on that? Is that a thumbs up or is that a love heart? Is she just passive aggressively popping up some, yeah, cheers, mate.
SIERAH was there last night with Tony. And then I wrote, what do you mean? He's like, at dinner. And I wrote, I'm not okay with that. We haven't spoken since then. It's just bullshit.
Yeah, AWHINA, it's bullshit. But you know what? You should have bailed. Really, you should have gotten out of there already. I know that you're trying to stick with the experiment, and that's right, experiment, that's good. But we've been done know that Adrian's not very good. And now, cheating scandal. It's actually one of the lamest cheating scandals that they've had, but anyway. So AWHINA has tried to pour her heart out to this guy. She's trying to be vulnerable, but she sort of kept some sort of guard up because of who Adrian is. And even now, she's trying to check that he's okay and then trying to get him back to the suite. Just go to the dinner party by yourself, darling, and just wrap this bad boy up. There's someone else who knows about the cheating scandal. It was all revealed on the last Commit Me couch, and we didn't have a lot of time to follow them this week because they had the other weddings to go to, which is perfect because it means that Adrian and SIERAH can sort of get together and...
I'm fuming. Since the last commitment ceremony, she wanted to stay in a separate room, but nothing adds up.
No, that doesn't add up. Oh, and because of these other weddings, we didn't know that SIERAH had moved out of her Love Lab Rat Maze. Blah, 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 blah. Gotta do some vocal warm-ups before I say blah, 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 maze. I almost sounded like Adrian then. No, the comprehension on that was still too clear. I'll work on it. Thank goodness before one of the dinner parties there's actually a little bit of tea to spill and a little bit of drama. There is one place that they're trying to make us think like there's no drama, and that's with Tony and MORENA, which is ridiculous. What are you trying to make us think? That they're going to make it work? Don't worry. Morena's already ruined that in the press. Mate, she'll talk to anyone but me.
MORENA and Tony's relationship is in full bloom.
Beautiful dress, amazingly beautiful dress. We've done some fun things, bowling, dining.
No, it sounds like you've been dining with SIERAH and ADRIAN. I don't know if MORENA was invited to that little threesome. What are you all doing? I mean, trying to make us think like this is still gonna work? I don't care how much you dress him up like a flower and dress her up like a flower. We know that nothing is blossoming here, nothing. You know, it'd be a different story if Tony's ex-wife was here. Do we have to? Do we have to? Okay. So now it's time for us to go and check in with,
We're not matching tonight, that's okay.
I know. Feels good to be reunited with Jackie and like reconnect in ways that I know we can. We're in a really great place.
A good dog.
I do. I 100% want to make the best of this for us.
Okay.
As individuals and also as a partner.
what the fuck? What is happening? I read your comments and it seems like you're also in the same headspace as me. These two can't be real. They must be actors. There's no way that these two are like in love and she's patting him like a dog. And he's like, I'm your little bitch. There is just no way that this is now all of a sudden good. What kind of warm-up chats are they having with each other? Do they never sleep? Because they must like have a full plan before the cameras roll up the next day. Okay, Jackie, what we're going to do, and I heard this on a podcast, it's a really good one. What we're going to do is first, take the red pill. Second, I know that we had this awful argument just at the wedding like 24 hours prior, but now we're going to say that we've worked it out. We had dinner together and now we love each other again. Okay? Hello, production. Quick. All right, action. End scene. I'm so over it. We know that the trad wife hand-me-down has returned. This time she's got a new husband. Yes, CLINT. I'm so childish. CLINT, now Lauren's second husband, is going to be arriving with his new bride. Now, unless some things went wrong and we didn't see them, Elliot is also going to be coming to the dinner party with his new bride, Veronica.
The way I look at it, if you weren't into me, right, that's a big if. If you turned around tomorrow and you said, look, it's not working out, not into you, I'd be grateful and I would never hold it against someone.
I think you rate yourself so highly and you're so delusional about your looks that you just think like, oh, well, it doesn't matter, their loss. You know what I mean? Like I can't be hurt by anything. I can't be hurt by anything. I don't know. You're trying to make it seem like you have no feelings and yet maybe you do have feelings, but you've just been repressing them for a very long time, idiot. Also, for people who are writing in the comments that I'm saying his name wrong. No. Oh no, it's deliberate. A lot of things might seem like mistakes on this channel, you know, like the ugly ties but it's all part of a very curated plan. Like JACQUI and RYAN, their relationship. I'm just trying to trick you.
I'm planning to come home to a wife.
Oh, what a great plan. She doesn't want you. It's actually quite sad. I think she did want you. I think she liked you, but you know, her initial instinct at the ceremony was right. Maybe you're just a little bit too attractive and people who are too attractive can't be trusted. Look at me. Just look at me. You can't trust a damn thing that I say because I'm so hot. All right, so Adrian arrives because he wants to be with his wife, and which is a huge turnaround because he wasn't going to be in the promo, and I don't know if he'll come back. They start once again to get into an argument because she's trying to explain to him what he did was wrong and childish, and he just doesn't really get it. He just wants to argue for the sake of arguing. And then somehow, like, the arguing doesn't lead to a resolution. He just wants to sort of argue and then have it sort of end, but then have him still be in the right.
No, left. Pack my bag, please, when you get back.
You haven't heard the story at the time.
Adrian,
You haven't heard the story at the time.
Adrian, you don't deserve me being here anymore.
I hope you make the right decision for you. I hope you make the right decision.
Adrian, I absolutely have made the right decision. I absolutely have made the right decision.
And I told her
I'm not
always wrong, so I've done the wrong thing.
Actually, I'm the one who makes this relationship work, so I'm just done.
Good. I hope you're done. This man can't listen and can't take ownership over anything he's ever done wrong. Not for 1 second can he say, actually, no, that was my bad. I had a freak out. It was petulant to care who are going to be in a Married at First Sight promo, which clearly shows to us you're just here for the wrong reasons. I know a lot of them are, but you've really given that away, haven't you, honey? And you can't say, you know what, I'm really sorry that I just sort of abandoned you and then told you to pack my shit. Like some sort of TV wife slave.
We're going to bring the good news first. We've had dinner and we've had some
planning it out.
really productive talks together. We're not going to fall into the trap of being like overly positive.
Oh yeah, don't fall into that trap again. Oh yeah, don't do that. Yeah. Because we're learning from our mistakes. Good on you, Rai. So last time you went into the dinner party and you were too enthusiastic about your relationship, which no one bought. So this time you're going to go and you're going to go, you know what, things are pretty good. And still, nobody's going to believe it because they saw what you guys did at the wedding. Not your wedding. That was a train wreck enough. Because, you know, Jackie hit her head. Oh, do you want to come say hi? Yay! Wow, so early in the episode. Look at this sweet prince. Here he is. Ari, would you like to say hi to all your fans? Just for everybody who's been questioning, Ari is a smooth coat border collie. He currently has probably some of his own hair in his mouth. Are you a good boy? Yeah. Oh, and Ari is a boy. He does get misgendered a lot because of the name Ari. Do you want to give me your paw? Yeah, thank you. Why are you worse when I brush you? What was I talking about? Oh, yeah, the smiling incel and Jackie. Jack. So many people were like, Wilko, this year you're not doing Jackie. You know what I mean? Like you're so performative with so many of the other brides and grooms over the years, but I wasn't performing Jackie because that wig just doesn't fit. Like it doesn't fit the look of Jackie. I don't know if I have one close enough. I hit my head, Ryan. I hit my head. Wow. I hit my head. That's all I can do. It is insane how much Ryan and Jackie think that they can like orchestrate this narrative. And they're doing it so stupidly. Like they're doing it in front of camera a lot. Like you know the cameras are in the car. You can see the GoPros on the back of the seat. What makes you think they're not going to use that in the show of you going, okay, all right, we're going to do it this way, and you say this, and then I say this, and then you say this, and then I say this, and then you laugh. Which, actually, what I said just then kind of sounds like Elliot's vows. Sorry, Idiot's vows. Here's what you need to know about the walk-ins. Billy comes in alone. AWHINA comes in alone. But Jack and Ryan, no. They need to Mrs. Bucket this shit to the hilt. You know what I mean? They won't get that? Well, if you don't know the show Keeping Up Appearances, I don't know what to say to you. It's iconic. I know, you've said that, but heaps of people got the Johnson & Johnson joke. So
I did have dinner with Adrian, but there were circumstances that put me in that situation. And I've done something wrong. Hold my hands up to it. But I care more so about the fact I betrayed AWHINA's trust. I did the wrong thing. I should have been forthcoming. But the act was innocent.
We don't know that. You know what I mean? Like, we don't know. For a long time, many of these brides and grooms, they say nothing happened. Nothing happened. And then all of a sudden it turns out something happened. So who is to be believed? SIERAH says, hands up, I made a mistake, and maybe she just got this sort of training from the last reality show that she was on. She was like, you know, I have to sort of mea culpa this. And if I do that, then maybe people will hate me a lot less. Or maybe she really means it. Who knows? What we do know is that somehow that dress doesn't fully, does it go all the way up? Is it meant to be like that? Is that fashion? I wouldn't know. You know, I'm not a fashion gay.
And you lied to me all day.
Good girl.
Yeah, I didn't.
Good girl.
I did the wrong
Shut
thing.
up,
I'm
Billy.
really sorry about that. That's all I can say.
But I want you to know
that you're hurt by it. Yeah.
I cried.
Sierra, the way that you're trying to apologize and then sort of tell her what she's feeling as you're apologizing, and you're so cold while you're doing it, you need to go and figure out exactly what's going on. Like, I know that you said some stuff was going down in your past and it sounds hectic, and I know we've all got baggage. Some of us have got freight. But you must be able to watch yourself back here and go, oh, I'm so cold. I am not coming across warm, and I'm also not coming across that remorseful, because I'm just trying to speed through it.
Me leaving the promo, I still stick by why I left, and I will never change that. And actually, it was big enough for me to come back. I'm not an emotional type of guy, but I left because out of 10 people, 9 went and I didn't. Did no one think about me? You can say hello at least.
Oh, yuck. Oh, let this man be alone forever. Yeah, because the last chat that you guys had was really, really good. Oh my God, my hair's so much today. What is it doing? Stop it. God, people are going to know that I'm gay. For just once, I would love one of the grooms to go, you know what? I've made a huge mistake. I'm going to beeline for my TV bride, and I'm going to go and speak to her first. I'm going to go give her a cuddle and say, hey, can we chat before I do any sort of hellos to anyone else? Just go, hey guys, as a group. So you've gone through and you've hugged Sierra before you've even made connection with AWHINA. And I understand she's in a different part of the room, but it's just so dumb. And when you do go over there and know that she's particularly salty at you for doing some shitty stuff, don't sort of make her feel guilty that she should be doing something for you, you little Oh, that was...
Smile. You're doing this smile. There you go.
Oh, no, not this guy. I'm done. In the bin. Was he already in the bin? I can't remember. It was so full so early on. So he's talking to AWHINA and he's using that smile and his good looks to sort of, and the charm to sort of, and I don't know how the charm comes across, like, because I've seen him in other interviews and there's zero riz. So... for whatever reason, it seems to be working here on AWHINA and definitely Sierra. AWHINA, I think she's actually really into him, but she's trying to not let it on. But even when he is clearly being a piece of shit, she just keeps smiling because he's smiling at her and she starts to fall back in this pattern, and it's all so very toxic. All right, so Tradwife, hand-me-down Lauren and CLINT have arrived at the dinner party, and the shock on everybody is like, oh my God, we're so happy that Lauren has got herself a new husband. She's back. We loved her at that one dinner party that we met, and the hens night where she also didn't really seem to like anybody else, but wow, we love her. And then ELIOT returns with his new TV bride, and they're like, what? This is crazy. Justice for Tim. Why didn't if ELIOT got one, why didn't Tim get one?
I turned around and I saw him like swishing his hair around, and I just found it to be like really repulsive. Yeah. He thinks he's so attractive and fabulous, and he's just honestly not.
Hey, how are you? ELIOT. Hey, CLINT. Yeah, well, yeah, good.
She's
I feel like
so
$1 million
shady,
bucks.
and yet you look like trash. But it is all about how you feel, ELIOT, and I'm so glad that you feel good, because I feel like you're going to be the main course at dinner. Lauren is so shady. And also, like, the first thing she says to him isn't hi. It's, oh, you smell better.
Dinner is served.
Oh, more energy. I thought we were going to have some sort of revolving door of tryouts, but it's 2 weeks in a row we've had this guy. All right, dinner is served.
Literally, I said, if we don't click, like, I'll just leave. Said it the whole way through. I've been perfectly consistent. I'm not going to try to force it. We didn't click. It's clear.
You didn't think you'd give the experiment a go? You think all of us clicked from the get-go?
Like, what's that got to do with me?
Just because you guys all signed the same contract as me, what does it have to do with me? I'm ELIOT. I'm the biggest ELIOT there is. How to Make Friends and Influence People by ELIOT. So his whole thing is, I've been consistently a D-bag the entire time. Let's not be shocked by this. And with that, I agree. At the Bucks party, you were like, hey, if I see her and she's no good, oh, mate, the Roadrunner couldn't beat me out of there. And Rhea makes a good point. Geez, Jeff and Rhea are really just trying to put their hat in the mix with the trash, mess and drama. Maybe they're looking for that little extra end-of-season bonus. She's not wrong, though. She's saying, look, the spark doesn't happen immediately. You just meant to, like, at least stick with it for a little bit longer. And it's not like Lauren was like being that bad.
I've done her a favour.
What? I think ELIOT thinks he could ever do anything wrong.
So you're okay with how you treated Lauren?
Chat. What did I say to you?
the morning of when we were going to the honeymoon. He was extremely rude. I went downstairs to make us coffees and I was saying like, Elliot, do you want a coffee? And he was just ignoring me.
Not the best examples. Like, he's rude. Yeah, no, I think he wears that as a badge of honor. He was rude to me when I was trying to make him a coffee. Yep, no, he's still probably turning him on now with all this dirty talk. Yeah, no, tell me all about the ways that I treat women like shit. Yeah, that's good. I do love that Clint is getting himself like right in there. You know what I mean? Like, he's decided that he's going to go in there and back his wife 100%. Even though he doesn't have the full story, he's going to back her. And I love that energy.
There's nothing that I can learn from the experts. Then it was like what I am and not allowed to say. So I'm not allowed to talk about anything to do with intimacy, relationships. He said, if you ever say anything about me that's not like really positive, it just makes you look bad. That's how it works.
Ooh, yeah, let it sink in, Veronica. Veronica, meet your real husband, Elliot. It could just be great editing, but it looks like the Veronica's sitting there, and as Lauren speaks, it all starts to sink in. And you did say that. He's sitting there acting all shocked as if he didn't say any of these things. Yeah, you absolutely did, mate. The cameras are rolling.
You said you had to charge your laptop and that was one of the reasons why you were leaving. Also that you wanted someone who was 25. You said that I liked handbags, that I love handbags. You said you didn't want a girl that liked handbags.
Love handbags.
Yes, you did. You pointed out an expensive handbag that you clocked. You talked about it at dinner, you D-bag. Hey, Elliot, do you have amnesia? You said these things at the dinner on the honeymoon. You know, the dinner before you left to go charge your laptop. Gotta admit, that's a pretty funny reason to leave.
You also said I wasn't into fitness enough because I only go to the gym once a week. No. Yes, you did.
No, it's not true either.
So you deny that?
Yes.
Deny all you want. Thanks, Clint. You stood and did a piece to camera and you were like, she's not fit enough because she can't run from one side of the tennis court to the other without getting puffed. You said those things. Maybe not exactly how Lauren's putting it, but the essence of it is there.
Said you wanted someone who wanted at least 4 or 5 children. So. Yes, you did. You just left no one heard anything.
It's not true. No, that didn't happen.
Elliot, do you think she's lying?
Why would she just make that up?
There's a lot of reasons why people would make things up in MAFS, you know, to try and get the good at it. But in this case, Lauren's not making it up. You said these things. You said them to the camera. Like, we all assumed that he was dropped on his head at some stage. I just didn't know how recent it was. I don't know if he's denying it because he truly doesn't believe it, because in his own delusion, he doesn't really hear what he says. Or if he's just doing this because his new bride, which he actually might like, Veronica, is just over there. She might be changing her mind on the I do's.
And we had a whole conversation that we agreed that we weren't right for each other. At the restaurant, you had about 5 margaritas, so you might not remember.
Don't even, mate.
Well, it's the truth.
Oh, Veronica hated that.
You're a idiot.
You're a fucking idiot. You're fucked, mate. You're a fucking idiot. How dare you talk to my delightful female like that? How dare you? I'm about to take her back to my Tassie chateau and you're talking about my phenomenal female. What a fuckhead you are, mate. For someone who stands by so many of his shitty ways, it's interesting to watch him lie and deny and deflect as much as he possibly can in this situation. Because you truly don't believe that you've said these things. You have said these things. And then you have shown your true colour by going, well, I guess you don't remember because you had too many marks. Oh, God, I'd love to know what Veronica is thinking right now after he said that comment. I'd love your thoughts on this one. From what I remember from the honeymoon, it seemed like he was saying things and there was a combination of jokiness but also seriousness. And the same from Lauren. Like, there were some things where she was like, okay. But it didn't seem like she was actively agreeing with the things that he said.
Are you okay with the way you spoke to her?
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, okay, get over it. The word stunned mullet comes to mind. Just...
I love how Elliot in this whole episode thinks that he is like just nailing it. Like, he's nailing it at the table, and then in his little pieces to camera later on after his big blow up, he's like making it seem as if Clint, he didn't know what was going on. Oh no, he sounded pretty switched on with everything, and he kept telling you that you're a fuckhead. So
the truth is, I was perfectly consistent from the beginning. I said, look, if we don't click, you're a real grown up, aren't you? Consistently shit.
Oh, it's just evolving into doing these voices now. And that's when you know that the adults have left the chat. I do have to agree with Clint. The only consistent thing that Elliot has done is be a piece of shit. It must be so wild for Veronica, who does seem pretty switched on, right? She's sitting there going, whoa, this is not the guy that I've just spent the past week with. Who's this guy? And really, she's probably not too worried about what's being said from the past. It's how he's addressing things right now.
He's obviously shown me a side of him tonight that I wasn't expecting. The way that you just said to her, you had 5 margaritas, like, disgusting. How dare you shame her?
I never shamed anyone.
You did just now about the drinks. I watched you do it. I literally watched you, listen to you with my own eyes right now. It's fact or not fact. It's just cheap. It's such a cheap shot.
Veronica, your husband Elliot, he's full of cheap shots. That's all he is. Cheap, nasty. And you know what? I'm so sick of people who are like, I'm really direct and I really just say my feelings and I just really speak my mind and I'm just, I'm so direct. You know what? You can be direct without being a piece of shit. These people who just trying to hide their assholeness, that's a word, with this direct facade. I'm just so direct. You don't get to blame your directness on being a dickhead.
But why would she lie?
Because she's
not a vindictive person. Look at her. It just made me feel like maybe he's been putting on a show. I am a little bit anxious. He's lying.
And you should be, because he is. The cameras were rolling and I know that things are highly edited, but there was stuff that I saw his mouth move and say. Interesting that you would just go, no, I didn't. I didn't belittle anyone. Well, she's telling you she just saw it and that behavior is wrong to her. So maybe go, okay, so you didn't like that behavior. I wonder, what about that behavior was wrong? Maybe I should look inwards for 1 second. Isn't it ironic that there's some people who look at themselves a lot, they look at themselves in the mirror a lot, and you know that Idiot's one of them, and yet they never really look inside.
Yeah.
Did he just break the chair?
I've beat him too much. I'm sorry. This is why I said we should have sex more.
This is why, Sweet Baby Angel Day, this is why you should be having sex with Jamie more, because the only thing you should be breaking is Jamie, because it seems like from past episodes she rather enjoys that. Speaking of broken...
What are you doing to me? I'm going to tell her I love her.
Give him, because he'll say he loves me at the end of the night. It's red wine. Yes, red wine.
What is happening? What is going on? God, I'm saying this so often in so many videos, and I'm so sorry. I have nothing else to say, but what is happening? So now Tony and Morena are laughing and joking together. Well, that's a very different picture to how she's painting her entire time on the experiment in the media these days. Oh, no more red wine, because I'll turn around and tell her that I love her. Wow, Tony. What a way to break cousin Stephen's heart.
Yes, I can see a potential future with Ryan. I see that we both have a lot of laughter together. I see that we both take good photos together. Sorry.
And there it is. There's the real reason. I can see that we both are attractive and we will take good photos together. And that's it. That's the only reasons that they should be together. Maybe they could be BF and GF, but never actually be together. Jack, just between us. Rai told you in the Uber how you're meant to play it, and now you're going too far. You know what I mean? You're overselling it. You're saying things like, yeah, I think we could be good together. No one's going to believe that. That's too much. They're trying to spin this narrative that they're okay and, there's so many things that they could be good together and blah, 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 which they flip-flop more than actual flip-flops. And then, because he really needs that end of season bonus, for whatever reason, Jeff is just trying to become part of the narrative.
I said, you're either done with this relationship or are you done with Jackie? And you said, yes, at this moment I am.
I said, no, I didn't like her at that point.
No, you didn't. No, he didn't.
Ryan, you honestly can't sit there. You can't sit there and say you didn't say that.
No, he didn't say that. He said that he was done with Jackie right at that moment. That's not what you said. I don't have time to roll back the tape. You can go and watch that rehash. I'm pretty sure I left that bit in. So, and also, I don't like backing up Rai because he's the type of person that he's more about the exact detail of how something was said versus everything else that encompasses a comment. But he's right there. He didn't say that. Don't get me wrong. Jeff and Paul are right to go for him because this whole act that they're trying to put on now is bullshit.
The loudest in the room often has the most to hide.
Oh, shut up.
You cannot say that. I would cop this question from anyone else at this table except you. Are you telling me that I haven't been dragged into your relationship? Answer my question. Are you telling me I haven't been dragged into your relationship?
Oh, Jeffy boy's had a couple of drinks and he's become a pointer sister. Oh, Morena, it's your heart out. You tell me that I haven't been dragged into a relationship. Who cares? Are you and Ree fine? Then fine. You should come for him because he's a fake so-and-so. You didn't really get dragged in that much. You got a message or two from Jackie. Anyway, the JACQUI and RYAN saga with Jeff and Ree and Paul involved goes nowhere. Zero. There's nothing. We don't learn anything apart from that Jackie thinks that they'd be great together in photos mostly.
And deflect the situation back on me by questioning my integrity as to why I want you back.
Let her speak.
Yeah. He's just never, like, he's always asking questions. He's not actually listening to what the person's saying. How? Tell me how. Tell me how I've done do this. How? Why? Like a toddler. Exactly like a toddler. It's hard to feel that bad for AWHINA at this stage because he's shown so much bad behavior in the lead up to this that her staying at this point is just, it's just on her. You shouldn't be shocked when someone constantly shows you who they are and then when they're just continuing to be who they are, you can't be then like, oh, what? I'm so shocked by all this. He does the same thing every time and you keep falling for it. He does something shit, you get mad, he smiles, he's off the hook.
All you guys went to do the promo, besides me. So 9 out of 10 people went.
I was not there. I wasn't there.
Oh.
Let me talk. So I left because I need to remove myself from that situation because at that time, I'm getting all these emotions. I'm not an emotional person. I was upset. Why, first of all I know is everyone's there on the promo but me. So I need to leave.
Not everybody. Not everybody was in the promo. That was just pointed out. Okay, so stop saying things that aren't facts. And also, you say that you're not an emotional person, but then you got so emotional about not being in a promo. In a promo for this show that you had to leave and separate because you were so overrun by emotions. It just doesn't make sense that you would get that upset about not being in a promo for a show. Like, if you say that you don't really care about the show, it just says to me that you're just here for the Insta fame and that's it. And you've been screwing around a single mum who I actually think is genuinely there for the right reasons for this entire time.
Did you say sorry for leaving? Like,
No.
Again, listen, let me talk,
He
bro.
wanted an apology from
If
me
I
this
can
morning.
talk.
Oh. Every now and then you just see a little glimmer of Adrian, like as the emotions that he doesn't have bubble up. And the real Adrian really does pop out. Just another man who claims that they don't have emotions, but actually everyone has emotions. Yeah, no, I'm not an emotional person. I've never been. Yeah, you bury them. You bury them all and then you go la, 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 la until they come too much and they bubble to the surface. And no, you still haven't apologized. You still haven't said for 1 second, I was in the wrong for acting like that. I was feeling my emotions. You can explain, no one cares, but you can explain after you apologize.
She calls me, she's messaging me, hey Adrian, you're leaving, you're ruining my experience.
I never once said that. I never
that's
agreed
not
my
what
text
she
messages.
said.
You're gaslighting because you missed half part of the story.
Oh God, and another thing, let's pause it. I'm so done with people who love to throw out gaslighting because they're like, oh, I learnt this word. Actually, it's something that I do, but now I'm just going to use this against someone else. She checked in on you to make sure that you're okay. You just shouted, pack my bags, I'm done because I'm not in the promo. She wanted you to come back to sort it out. And she also wanted you to know how she was feeling that you decided to leave her in the experiment. That's not gaslighting. That's her sharing her feelings.
This is the problem here. You females, you can use deflective. No, that's how it feels. No, that's what I'm saying. Let me talk. You guys haven't.
Oh, she's tuned out. Once again, we get to use a little word, females. The females in this show. Once again, you females. Why are we saying females so much? Then we go into this whole sequence of AWHINA internal monologue of like, why am I here? What is happening? He's not listening. He doesn't apologize. And I hope that this is the internal monologue of her going, you know what? I'm done with this guy. This guy can go in the bin with the rest of them.
Actually, why were you out for dinner, Sierra, Saturday night?
At the end of the day, yes, to in a relationship, right? If someone is clearly upset, I always just try to listen to both sides. And on that night, Sarah, she looked upset. I was just trying to help. I was genuinely trying to help.
Why not tell AWHINA?
Because me and Sarah, we already walking on eggshells. Had it been anyone else, I would have told anyone else.
So because AWHINA is already a little bit weirded out by you hanging out with Sierra so much and both of you opening up to each other but not opening up to your respective partners, because she's weird about that, it's just better if you lie. Okay. It's also interesting that you will be there for Sierra when she's upset, but your TV bride, you don't want to be there. When she gets upset, you're like, I'm out. Well, we know that AWHINA's done. She's definitely writing leave at the commit me because she's gone full nuclear at the dinner party. She's not trying to back up her husband anymore. She's not trying to save face. She's like, here's the bus. I'm going to pop you right under it.
The dinner was actually quite innocent.
quite innocent.
We shared a plate of meat. That was all that happened. I apologise for not being forthcoming. I didn't obviously outwardly lie about anything because we never even spoke about the previous.
By not disclosing it is lying.
Yeah, you admitted
I'm really
things.
sorry that I betrayed your trust.
What about me?
What about me? So they just went out and they just shared a plate of meat. And Tony was there to watch. What's wrong with that? You can't take ownership for anything. Grow up.
What do you think I'm going to do? Steal your wife or something? Or you can't have a girlfriend? And if we're bonding and she feels like I'm the only person here that she can talk to and get things off her chest, and so be it. I'll be that guy. I'm happy to be that person. I mean, I'm only human, right?
Oh, I hope that's editing. Or is that just him like, I'm going to cheat? I'm only human. If she wants to kiss me after she's unloaded all the emotional baggage, and then I can return serve by unloading something on her. It's the same thing with Elliot. I can't tell the jokey joke versus the serious because these guys just haven't fully matured. They're not fully cooked. Put them back in the oven, cook them a bit longer and see if something good comes out. I don't think so, but maybe after seeing their behaviour on this show, maybe it's a long shot.
You're full of shit.
Don't you come at me. Don't you come at me, bro.
Now, boy?
Don't you come at me, bro. Look at my side. Pissed off a bitty, that's for sure. Why are you coming at me so strong? Like, we get some bigger fish to fry tonight. You know what I'm saying?
No, I don't know what you're saying. What's the bigger fish to fry? It's so funny. The girls can come at him all day long and he doesn't care. But if one of the boys come for him, geez, he's really hurt. He's really hurt by that because the boys should have boys' backs. Even though you're sort of, running off with his wife to have some meat. But you really should have your boys' back at all times. What is this bigger fish to fry you speak of?
What about when you called me and said, do you want to do a wife swap?
Oh my God, did that happen?
I'll open him out. I said that. I was fuming with what I've heard. That's what it is.
That doesn't make it appropriate to say that.
No, it doesn't.
That's very disrespectful.
I don't trust you.
Now Tony speaks up. Now he finds something disrespectful. Cool, Tony. I think Tony just likes who he likes and he'll stick up for them. Like Tim, like when he was sticking up for Tim. He doesn't really care about the situation. He just likes who he likes. You know what I mean? Like, and you can't sort of tell him otherwise. Billy, that's bad. You can't sit there and say, oh, I want a wife swap. And yet I can kind of understand why he would say something like that because it seems like a mismatch. You've got SIERAH who's so shut off emotionally, and then you've got AWHINA who's trying to open up emotionally, and you've got Billy who seems to be like an open book just wearing his heart on his sleeve. Swap him. Do it. I agree. Let's do a little swap. Billy's right. It's inappropriate for him to say, but it's right. Let's do it. Come on, ADRIAN and SIERAH. You would love the little swap. Then you could have your little meat dates.
Adrian and SIERAH hanging out again. Oh, Billy.
Oh, again.
Look at who SIERAH's talking to.
SIERAH doesn't turn up for me. I don't trust her. And I know deep down that she does like Adrian.
Yes.
Do that wife swap. See how they would like that tomorrow?
Yeah, but that's okay and everyone forgets
We should do it in both.
Yeah, we should do it. Swap. I think they would love that. I think actually that would work out pretty good. Wife swap, wife swap, wife swap, wife swap. Is that it? And so must conclude another rehash. There is a live show coming up where we'll talk about all the trash, mess and drama that's happening off screen. You can go and press notify me on that right now. If you have not yet, like this video, comment below with all of your thoughts and feelings, and I need the words wife swap. That's what I need because that's what I'm hoping for. Fingers crossed.